Welcome everyone. My name is Pramod Bisal and in this video we are going to discuss about MTech in detail. Now most of the candidates are confused after GATE whether to choose MTech program or should they continue their preparation for GATE and ESE as usual. Now in order to remove that confusion, I am going to give you certain numbers. I am going to share some data with you so that you can take a well-informed decision for your future. So in this video, I am going to discuss three things here. Number one will be a comparative analysis between all the options that you have, and you will realize where exactly MTech stands in them and what is the chance of getting a job after MTech. Second will be the conditions under which you should avoid taking MTech admissions. And then third one will be if you decide to go for MTech or if you are already doing an MTech, then what are the factors or what are the things that you need to work upon so that you can increase the chances of your placement. Now let's start with the numbers and certain facts published by various IITs on their official website. So the options that you are having at your hand right now are to go for ESE preparation, to go for GATE preparation for PSUs, to go for PSU preparation which recruit without GATE, and to go for MTech. In all these four options, if you decide to go for ESE, then let's say 2 lakh people are appearing in ESE on average every year and there are 400 vacancies. So the chances of your selection would be 0.2% if you are an average candidate. Now, if you decide to go for GATE for PSUs, then let's say 1 lakh people are appearing in your stream and total vacancies are 500 only, then the chances of your selection would be 0.5% there, right? Now, the third option that you are having is to go for PSUs exam. In them also, let's say 1 lakh people are appearing every year and 1000 vacancies are there. So the chances of your selection would be 1%. That is the options you have at your hand other than MTech. Now, what will happen if you decide to go for MTech? Now let's look at the data published by IIT Bombay for year 18 and 19. In their placement records, they have stated clearly that MTech placements were 86% and MDes placements were 89%. MDes is Masters of Design. Now I think these numbers are pretty high in themselves and they speak a lot about IIT Bombay. I don't really need to tell you anything other than this. Even if you take a look at the numbers prior to this year, then also the placements have been almost similar. So I can say more than 80% placements are there in IIT Bombay for MTech programs, which is a very good number for any IIT. Second, let's take a look at IIT Madras. I have the data for 17-18 session, and in that particular session, the placements for MTech were 76% and that of MS is Master of Science were 72%. Again, the number is pretty above 70% and I think it's a very good number. Okay, and believe me, in recent years the condition of IIT Madras has improved drastically and the chances of your placement will be much higher as compared to the data of 17 and 18. Okay, now moving to a newer IIT, let's say IIT Hyderabad. In IIT Hyderabad in year 1920, which was the year of Corona and placements were already very low because of Corona, the MTech placements were still 69%. In a new IIT, despite Corona, MTech placement was 69%, which is a very good number. And MDes placements were 100% in IIT Hyderabad. Now, these numbers of various IITs tells us a story that the placement of MTech in IITs are very good as compared to any other option that you are having at your hand. Even if you take a look at NIT, then let's talk about NIT Trichy here. And in NIT Trichy, I have the data prior to year 18 and 19 as they have published on their website. And in 18 and 19 year, the placements for various PG programs were 93%. Various PG programs include all the programs that they offer in their masters, MTech, MDes, MS and all those programs. Other than that, in 17-18 placements were 91%. Before that, 88%. So I think the numbers are pretty good in NIT Trichy also. Well around 90% of your placements are, then I don't think you need anything else to think about, right? In NIT Warangal also, the placement statistics that I have is for year 19 and 20, again the year of Corona, and the placements in mechanical was 30%, which is low as compared to other options that we have seen till now, but that was the year of Corona and we expect the placements to be low. Even if we consider it to be 30%, then it is much higher as compared to the other options that you have seen till now, ESE, GATE and PSU. So I think it's pretty clear which option should you choose if you are in a dilemma. Other than this placement statistics, if you decide to go for MTech in IITs, then there will be other financial aids also. Like TACIP. TACIP is teaching assistantship. So you will help a professor in the regular day-to-day activities related to teaching and lectures. Maybe you will make a presentation, maybe you will check the copies, or you will take the assignments and vivas. That sort of things you will do, and then you will get paid for that, right? And the amount is very good for your payments. Then the second option you might have is RACIP, research assistantship. You can help a professor in their research, and again you will get paid for that. There is PACIP, that is project assistantship. Again the same thing, you can help a professor in their projects and you will get paid for that. So these sort of options you will be having in your MTech, which will aid you financially, and the placement statistics are already very good. So I think MTech option is very good as compared to the other options that you have. But still there are certain conditions which you should consider before taking admission into MTech program. And if any of those conditions are true for you, then you should avoid taking admissions. What are those conditions? So the very first is, if you still want to prepare for ESE and GATE exam, in that particular case, doing MTech along with the preparation will be too hectic for you to handle at the same time, because GATE and ESE preparation requires a lot of work. At the same time, MTech curriculum and MTech programs are very rigorous in IITs, and maintaining your academic score and getting a rank in competitive exams will be very tough. It will be like a dhobi ka kutta ghar ka na ghat ka. You won't be able to do good in any of these two things. So it's better that you focus on either of them. Either you decide to go for your preparation and focus on the preparation completely, or you decide to go for an MTech program and then you focus on your academics only. Okay, so choose either one of them. Don't go for both of them. Second thing is, if you are not interested in studies, then MTech is not for you, because IIT's MTech programs are quite rigorous. They require you to work very hard and they require you to put a lot of efforts in them. And then if you are not interested in studies, then everything is going to bore you. You are going to get frustrated there. You are going to get depression also, and your academic scores will again take a hit. And if your academics is not good, then you are not going to get any placement. So no point of doing MTech. Third thing is, if you do not have patience. Patience is the key when you are doing MTech, because as I told you, there will be a lot of assignments, there will be a lot of projects and other work in MTech that you have to do continuously. And if you are patient enough to learn everything, then only you will be able to score good, and then only you will be able to project an image which will help you in your placements. So if these things are true for you, I mean, you have to consider these things before taking admission into any MTech program of any IIT or NIT. Now, let's say you decide to go for an MTech program, then what exactly can you do to improve the chances of your placement? For that, we will take a look at the sectors of placement in IIT Bombay, and after that, we will come up with certain points related to them. So if you take a look at this figure provided by IIT Bombay, then you will realize that 50% of the placements have been in engineering and technological field. 18% of them have been in IT and software related fields, 13% in analytics, and 10% in research. Rest is just miscellaneous figures. So if you want to improve your chances of placement, then you have to improve your academic score first, because that is the first criteria based upon which the companies will shortlist you for their recruitment processes, right? First, they will see your academic score, they will see your GP, and then only they will give you a shortlist for next rounds of the interviews. And also, if your academic score is good, then only you will be considered for the engineering and technological fields, because they are related to your core areas. Second thing that you need to work upon is the softwares, whatever software you have in your field. So let's say if you're a mechanical engineer, then there are softwares like MATLAB, there are softwares like ANSYS, Abacus, Creo, and SolidWorks, which give you an exposure to the field that is related to you. You should understand these softwares very carefully, and you should learn how to use those softwares, because then the chances of your placement in research related jobs and technology related jobs will improve drastically. Third thing is, if your branch is not good, if you have not learned any software, then you have to focus on coding. You have to learn coding, because then you can apply for the IT and software related jobs. Software means other software related jobs. You can learn coding and you can go for analytics related jobs also. So coding is very important. Coding is the future. Softwares are the future. So just don't cling on to the idea of learning the concepts and just practicing things, because in practical and in real life, in industrial life, softwares really matter. In industry, your coding skills will matter. So these things are going to help you in your placements if you learn them. Then the last thing is, if your branch is not good, if you don't know any softwares, if you don't know any coding also, then you have to work upon your extracurricular activities, because there has to be something to give you an edge in your placements. And if you are regularly and more frequently active in the extracurricular activities, then you will make several connections throughout your BTech buddies and outside BTech also. And that will help you in profiles like marketing and consultancy, which come for MTech programs also. Okay, so either you work on your academics, or you work on the softwares along with your academics, or you work on the IT and coding things, or you work on your extracurricular activities, but pick your thing initially, okay, so that you can build yourself into that particular area. You don't have much time in MTech, you have only 2 years, and that is not a very long period to build your skills. So decide that in the beginning itself. Having a clarity of your thoughts and having a clear cut priorities makes it easier for you to decide what you want to do in your life. It makes the decision making somewhat easier for you. Okay, so just see what you want to do and then decide about whether you want to go for MTech or not. If you are going for MTech, then see what things you need to work upon so that you can improve your employability chances. Well, that's it for this video. I hope the content was useful for you. And if you have any doubts, then you can comment below or you can text me on any social media platform.